get us underway in this one. The referee is happy. The two teams are ready. And the final day is coming to a close. Not before this fiercely contested game. Hong Kong have the chance to get their hands on the ball in the opening minute, with the captain Tyler McNutt in the ruck. And Spain concede the penalty. Slightly too keen, Christian Moreno, to win the turnover. He got his hands on the ball. It was swiftly followed by a whistle from the referee. I'm saying victory over the Netherlands was enough for Spain to secure their place and give them only their second chance at glory in this competition. Their only other appearance came back in 2016, where they finished second. They were denied the title by a sudden death extra time try from Samoa. Hong Kong in possession with the first line out of the day. They've got 5 more appearances in the competition than Spain. And here come the red shirts. Pablo Perez. Good footwork from the Spaniard. But again, penalty is conceded, holding on by the number 9 in the tackle. First sight of the Spanish pace that they do have amongst the backs. Almost a carbon copy kick away from Jules Boron. We'll have the second line out of the day. One of the youngest sides in the tournament, Hong Kong. Average age of 18.2 years old. You wouldn't know it.
Not straight.
Yeah, that lineup slightly wayward, and Spain will be awarded a scrum. What can they spark from this opportunity?
Mark's there, yeah.
They do favour scrums, traditionally Spain, across all formats of their game. Usually their weapon of choice in the sevens as well. They like the solid base and building something from it. And if they can do something similar here, much like the sevens team did in London, you could see the first score of the game. Perez brings it out from the back of the scrum, and they move the ball wide, Spain. A little bit scrappy out of the ruck this time. They keep ploughing forward, the red shirts of España. Quick ball from Perez out the back of the ruck. Plenty of possession for him so far. And here's the full back for Hong Kong China, Dylan McCann, showing what he can do with ball in hand. Antonio Suarez chops the ball carrier down, just slows down Hong Kong China's advances from deep. 3.5 minutes gone. Not too much danger from either side, but that's a mistake in their own half.
Holding.
Hong Kong concede the penalty. The opportunity was there, presented to them by Spain. Just couldn't quite capitalise. On the edge there, 22 now. Savent will have a chance to give his team a line out. He's missed touch though, by a fair distance actually. The kick chase wasn't on. He'll receive it back. Ricardez. And he does find touch. A couple of nerves perhaps creeping in. Pretty experienced Spanish squad. There's a fair few Spaniards in this team actually who play their rugby out in France. Catanzaro plays in the French Division 1.
Open, red.
Borondo and Viches, both in the French Division 2. Slightly nervous start from Spain.
Okay. Time back on.
Hong Kong China with the line out. That time it was straight, misses a few. Falls to David Bennett.
Stay.
Launched forward.
Stay.
Can Spain spark some magic from deep? Ball in the hands of De La Pisa. Oh, thunderous run from the captain Alvaro Garcia. And this is looking much better from Spain. They've identified the gap and the fullback has broken through. Opted for the grubber. Who's going to get there first? Pinheiro in the number 6 jersey there was favourite for the ball. He believes he got it down.
For me, I've got grounding by Spain. I'm not sure if Hong Kong.
And listening to the referee,
I'll help you.
I think she agrees with Pinheiro. You can see him there.
Okay.
Does look like Hong Kong touched the ball first, but Spain do get it down in the end. He's got a smile on his face.
Ball, son.
The try is awarded in the end.
Got that ball.
Hong Kong touched it first. Didn't matter though. Ignacio Pinheiro shows his true pace there. He did look favourite for it somehow. The grubber down the far side, effective enough. And Spain secure the first points of this game. And now they have a chance to add the extras. Marcel Servent sends it into the air and sends it through the uprights. Successful conversion from him. Extends Spain's lead to 7. You see there, draws the player in, Ricariez. The grubber comes in down the line.
Stay behind the kicker, please.
Couldn't quite do enough in defence, Hong Kong. Here is the try scorer, collecting the restart and bringing it down comfortably. We're approaching the 7 minutes, and the difference is 7. Box kick away from Pablo Perez. As I said, he's seen plenty of the ball so far in this.
Knock advantage.
The Barca rugby player.
Stay back.
Surrendered possession though.
Okay.
There, Spain.
We go back
You
to
can
the
see the ferocity at which they counter-ruck. The referee's going to pull it back for the advantage.
Yeah.
Hong Kong will be grateful to keep the ball. It's a knock-on it was. Will be a scrum for Hong Kong China. 799 kgs in that Hong Kong China pack. 864 though amongst the Spanish forwards. Didn't matter too much there though. Hong Kong are awarded the penalty.
Hey, careful, Edge. You need to get 10.
From China, that is.
Quick taps for the scrum, behind the scrum, okay?
A little bit too keen to come forward, Hong Kong China.
Your
Who
mark,
can
yeah?
blame them? Needed to tap it behind the scrum. Good. 5 or 10 yards in front of the mark. Jules Boron though. 20-year-old, number 10. Kick to touch. And hopefully give Hong Kong China the platform to build off. Certainly the opposite numbers in red. Pablo Perez, the number 9, and Marcel Servent have done their job so far. And that man has certainly done his job. Ignacio Pinheiro.
Obstruction, long arm transfer. It's got to be passed back down, backwards.
He turned over the ball. The penalty does go in Hong Kong China's favour. We'll have a reset of the line out.
You got to
About
pass
10
it long,
yards.
don't transfer it long.
Further into the red zone of Spain.
Open up, open up.
Well, the last line out wasn't dangerous. This certainly should be. See the height that Hong Kong China have, but yet again Spain turn over the ball and under pressure. It's a good clearance from Pablo Perez. He's got some serious distance from his own dead ball line near enough.
Mark is the 10.
As I mentioned, plays his rugby for Bartha Rugby. 20 years old.
Open up, Red. Red.
Actually one of the older players on the field.
Red. Half a meter we spoke
Mentioned
about.
the
Let's
average
fix it,
age of
yeah?
Hong Kong
Yes.
earlier on. 5 18-year-olds and a 17-year-old in the 23 today.
Scrum.
And this time again, the line out hasn't quite gone to plan. We saw a game earlier on between Samoa and Kenya where set piece, more or less, was the story of the game. Both teams having opportunities from scrums, from lineouts. In the end, Samoa too much in open play for Kenya.
Come in, gents. Let's get it.
Both Spain and Hong Kong China will have to face Samoa and Kenya in this pool.
Let's do it again.
In the opening 11 minutes,
Catch.
set piece is an area that they will identify.
Set.
Spanish scrum, they lose out. Saw the deflection, penalty awarded to Hong Kong China. Neither team really getting their set plays right in the opening 11 minutes.
Points. I've already mentioned you've got to go for points now. Yeah.
See the venue,
No, he said, can we go for points?
Nio Stadium,
In
the National
Let's
Stadium.
go for points.
About 2 kilometres out of the city centre, not too far of a walk.
He's the kicker. He can say
Wamba
points, and I'll
RFC play
take
their
his
home
word.
games here. It's actually quite an old stadium, built in 1983. It's got a capacity of 15,000. There's
Thank you.
far more fans on this near touchline. There is a fair few over the far side. They certainly enjoyed Kenya's game earlier, even if they didn't enjoy the result. Hong Kong China can get on the scoreboard here. Their fans will certainly start to enjoy themselves that little bit more. It's a tight angle, certainly doable. Sent up narrowly wide.
22.
It's unfortunate. The score remains Spain 7, Hong Kong China 0. Didn't quite manage to convert. Dylan McCann. Just looking for a ball here. No one arrives.
Stay behind the kicker, please.
A chance again then for Marcel Savent to clear Spanish lines. Step inside from Blake Elliott. Scored a magnificent solo try in the Asia Rugby Championship final. And you keep the ball moving. Ball on. Opts to launch it forward. A little bit of confusion. Tricky bounce for the Spaniards at the back, but they've got themselves sorted. And there goes the try scorer. Quick ball from the ruck. Catanzaro combining with the winger, loses out though, and a chance for Hong Kong China to come forward with their captain Tyler McNutt. concede the penalty once again. Holding on for too long. Discipline, an issue for both of these sides in the opening exchanges. But they're still in this game, Hong Kong. China, they lost their first 11 matches in the Under-20s trophy before they finally tasted victory in a 44-40 win over Zimbabwe back in 2016. They've come a long, long way since then. The coach is in the build-up talking about the plethora of players at his disposal from all around the world. There's Hong Kong, China players training, playing in the UK, New Zealand, all over the world. And right now, they've got some defending to do. Much more solid from the line out, Spain. The maul is starting to get the wheels turning. The ball is in the hands of the captain, Alvaro Garcia, and he cannot be stopped. They ramped up the pace. And Garcia was the man to dot it down. Once the Spaniards were rolling, there was no stopping them. Despite Hong Kong, China's best efforts in defence, you can see there Callum Fitzhenry doing his best to disrupt them all. Didn't manage to do so. Spain get their second, extend their lead to 12. From a similar position, a chance to secure 2 more points. One for one so far, Marcel Savent. A very similar position. Launches the ball off the tee. And this time, it's wide. Misses the second conversion. They'll settle for 12, Spain. You see the fans there, draped in the flags. Some very bright kits as well. Hong Kong, China then, to restart the game. The deficit is 12. They're certainly still in this. They've played some good stuff, Hong Kong, China. Just need to sort out their discipline and really deal with the number 9, the number 10. And of course the try scorer as well. Pinheiro. Here is Pablo Perez. Once again, an effective box kick. 17 minutes on the clock then. Hong Kong, China missing their opportunity from the penalty. 15-minute mark to get their first points of the tournament. Spain with 1 converted try very early on.
Hooker.
Followed up
Can we have a hooker in there?
with a perfectly executed driving maul to grab their
please. All
second.
the time. Come up. Thanks, Sylvain. Yeah, still same ball. Turn back on.
As I said, Hong Kong, China have come a long way in this tournament.
Stay.
They've played 24 games. They've won 2 and lost 22. They are absolutely in this game, and they're making the ball quickly between the hands. That's a risky pass though from Blake Elliott over the head. They moved the ball out wide so quickly and effectively. It was accurate passing initially from Hong Kong, China. And Blake Elliott, in an attempt to keep the ball in, plays a blind pass into the middle. Didn't quite manage to keep it in. Alvaro Garcia with the line out. 1 try to his name already. Straight to the other. Rondo brings it down. And Spain flood bodies on the overlap. Worked it all the way to Noah Canepa.
No, stay.
Flat pass into the forwards.
Happy with that pass?
Christian
Okay.
Moreno,
Okay.
the latest to carry forward for the red shirts of Spain. Punt through the lines. Wanted it to hug the touchline. Catanzaro. Just a little bit too much on it.
Open red.
And you give the chance once again for Jude Harding to perfect the lineup for Hong Kong China, something they haven't quite managed to do so yet. And once again, they concede possession. And here comes Spain, charging into the 22, out the back door, somehow finds his man, Suarez. And they're yards short now. All of this came from a Hong Kong China line out. And they could concede here.
No advantage over there. We come back for hands in the rack.
Referee's going to pull it back, but warning signs certainly there. They were the architect of their very near downfall there, Hong Kong China. Just need to take a moment and hit their mark.
Super.
Once again, Spain find themselves in a very dangerous position. 5 meters out of the try line, and last time they were here, Alvaro Garcia, the man with the ball in his hand now, scored the second try of the game. One try scorer to the other. Pinheiro brings it down. And once again, Alvaro Garcia, the captain, has the ball in hand. The maul started to move forward. Hong Kong China looked as though they'd done enough. And they have. The error comes in. Knocked forward this time. And that was better. You saw the wheels starting to drive Spain forward, and Hong Kong China do just about enough
Leave that gap.
to get them rolling back the other way, and in the end it was knocked on. Spoke about the youth in the Hong Kong China side. Average age of 18.2 years old. The next youngest average is Kenya with 19.1. The Spanish side, average age of 19.2 years old. So almost a year on average older across the park. And the older boys concede the penalty.
That's the third penalty on the scrum, yeah? Same guy twice. I understand, but he's collapsing. Just talk to him, fix it. Yeah, fix it.
And there's the warning. No messing around.
Stand back on.
Accused, I believe, of collapsing the scrum there. Well, that's what gave Hong Kong China the opportunity to get out of their own red zone. This time then, once again, the line-out will be tested.
Can we have the opposite hooker
Spain
2x2, please?
concede the free kick. It's slightly messy again, but they'll take it. Free kick conceded Spain, and Hong Kong China are on the charge.
Out.
Looking for the winger, slightly wayward with the pass. The idea was there. Blake Elliott certainly has the pace if he can get the ball. Very few players can catch him. I mentioned his solo try. He's about 30 meters out. Phenomenal try. Should certainly look it up if you haven't seen it. On that occasion, did not get the ball. And Garcia for Spain.
Not straight.
Well, it didn't look straight, and the referee agrees. Big grin on her face as well. A little bit cheeky from Spain.
Options, scrum a line out.
But that's been the story of the game so far. Neither team really nailing their set piece.
Just watch.
Just so happens that the Spaniards have got it right. just a few more times. Certainly got the players off the bench. Hong Kong trying to make a difference. Joe Denmark has made the 23. His older brother Max was a Hong Kong China 7 star. Big boots to fill for him. Adam Baber also on the bench, son of Gareth Baber, the former Hong Kong China and Fiji Sevens coach. And here's a chance for Spain. Hooking at the ball, trying to punt it forward and give them something to run onto. Didn't manage to do so in the end. There was a bit of panic at the back for the blue shirts.
Hooker, stay 2 by 2. Yeah, in the middle.
Well over the halfway mark in this first half of the Under-20s trophy. Spain lead 12 points to 0.
In line with the hooker.
Although Hong Kong China are still in this game, they're yet to show too much in attack, and this is where it'll start from, nailing their set piece, which they do. Brought down nicely by Tyler McNutt. Lofted forward by Jules Boron. Certainly got some distance on his kicks today.
All in front and advancing. 11.
As you can see there, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players.
Options, scrum on the 5 or penalty on the 5. With the
Decision time for Spain. As I said, they do favour a scrum quite often, certainly in sevens. Enjoy the solid base, given where it is.
In front of the kicker. So you
And
got
the fact that Alvaro Garcia has already scored from the rolling maul, you'd expect him to kick to the corner here.
Let's see it, yeah. Last one was good, last one was good. Let's hold it up, keep it up, keep it up.
In fact, it is a scrum. Can't say I'm too surprised. They can be very effective. A scrum then
Just give them space.
will be the weapon of choice once they can set up properly.
Just move back a bit.
I have to say I really enjoy watching this referee. No nonsense. And there we are. Scrum sorted. Dangerous position for Spain, worrying for Hong Kong China. Efficient scrummaging from the red shirts of Spain. Patiently waiting was Pablo Perez. Sends it out wide. That's a beautiful tackle from Josh Husted. Might not have done enough though. I can see the ball on the ground. The try is given. They did their best.
Yeah, relax, relax, relax.
It wasn't quite enough.
Make sure you stay bound in the scrum zone. No, you were out. Let's go.
The third try of the game for Spain. We said how effective they could be from the scrum. Saw it there into the fullback. Ricardez probably thought he was going to score himself. In the end, Ariseta is the man who picks it up. It's a phenomenal tackle, just shy. In the end, though, on the turn, it's Ibanez actually who scores in the red scrum cap there. 360 spin, dabs it down, and once again, similar position. Marcel Savent can add the extras. %50 so far. Doesn't improve the percentage with his third kick for goal. Created really by the playmaker there, Pablo Perez. He waited and he waited. Found Gabriel Ricardez making a run, and to be fair, I thought for all the world he was going to score himself. In the end, Ibanez is the man who dabbed it down. Nevertheless, Spain lead 17 points to 0. And Hong Kong, China will hope that they can get on the score sheet soon. There is a danger of it running away from them. They will not give up. There's one thing for sure. Here they are. Sam Martin has the ball in hand. Callum Fitzhenry. This is better. Outside of the foot. Boron. His kick finds touch. He came off the Spanish player last. Looking to take it quickly is Blake Elliott. Sensible decision to get his team up in support. But that's better from Hong Kong, China. They do play with magnificent invention at times. It does usually come from Jules Boron.
Open up.
20 years old again, one of the more senior members of the squad.
Okay.
And he's put his side
Time off.
in a brilliant position. Spoke about Hong Kong, China's record in the competition. They were hosts back in 2014 and they've qualified every single year
Going to
since.
continue playing.
They are yet to win it. 6th is the best they've managed in 2018. The tournament was hosted in Romania. As I say, they have played in 5 more tournaments than Spain. And they're no strangers to winning either. The Asia Rugby Championship Under-19 tournament that they won was their 7th in that competition.
Come in. Yes, yes.
They certainly know what to do in tournaments.
Time
I
back
think the
on.
host nation Malaysia
Open,
to
blue.
win it as well. And how much they'd love to get on the scoreboard here. That's a much better line out.
Early by red advantage.
Jude Harden giving his team a platform. They're still moving forward.
Okay. No going forward.
Initially it looked good.
Three
In
red.
the end,
Early drive.
the movement slowed and grinded to a
Three
halt.
red.
Spain concede the penalty. They might try something different here. We saw the invention of the French team. They did something very similar to this. David Bennett picks up the ball and bombards his way over. It is Helder.
Goal line.
You can see the strength of Bennett there. 125 kg. He's only 18 years old. Big part of the under-19 Hong Kong China team. It's interesting from that position. We saw France in the championship yesterday, almost using an American football style play. Slightly more traditional from Hong Kong China there. Pick it up, give it to the big man, and dive for the line.
Leave it now off.
Still in possession though. Working the ball far better in the last few minutes. Again, a slicing kick through the lines. Goes into touch. You can see what they want to do, Hong Kong China. It's almost there from a Spanish perspective. Their kicking's been on point, and when they've had the opportunity, they've scored. If you are just joining us,
Time off.
Ignacio Pinheiro opened the scoring in the 5th minute, swiftly followed up by a successful conversion from Savent. Alvaro Garcia and Bora Ibanez following 2 tries for Spain. Neither converted though, which keeps Hong Kong China in the game. 8 minutes left of this half.
Let's go. Water off, please. Water off.
The referee's pretty keen to get play back underway.
Time back
Hong
on.
Kong China competitive in this game, but I like what I've seen from Spain so far. And again, their set piece has been refined as this half has gone on. The ball is in the hands of the captain. Played back and cleared from deep. The kick chase is on. There is one man. That is De La Pisa chasing down the kick, but already Hong Kong China have switched to play out to the left wing. Josh Eustace is there, looking to tackle him into touch. It was Catazaro.
Ripped.
Piling forward though. Still is the dark blue shirts of Hong Kong China. Quicker ball again. Spain happy to match it. The centres combining. Oliver Pyle still moving forward. A good offload in there from Chung. Chung's been exceptional at recycling the play actually. Quick ball from the back of the ruck at all times. There is a spill though. And here comes the try scorer for Spain, charging into the 22. Borja Ibanez puts his team in a great position. Out wide, De La Pisa scores. It's the 4th try for Spain, and just like that, they spark something, capitalise on a mistake, and run over their 4th try to extend their lead. 22 points to 0. With a conversion to come. Borja Ibanez, powerful runner, shrugs off the advances of Dylan McCann. In the end is brought down, but the composure to find De La Pisa was exceptional. As you can see there, he had no problem jotting that over the line.
In line with me.
Slightly disappointing just before half-time for Hong Kong China. As I said though, they absolutely will never give up. They don't know what the words mean. Big second half for them, and really it's important they don't concede any more in the last 5 minutes of this first half. Marcel Servent from the opposite side. Looking to redeem his 50% conversion record. Doesn't quite manage to do so. In fairness to the Spaniard, very difficult kicks, all 3 of them.
No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Each time the ball hugging the touchline. He won't mind though. You can see him there lifting up his teammate into the air. Eloy De La Pisa with the score. Jules Boron will have to get play back underway once again from the kickoff.
Stay, fight! Stay!
That is a huge kick from Pablo Perez. He's been exceptional as well. There's a few names in red you could pick out. That kick took a touch.
Stay, fight!
Escorts the ball out. Happy to do so. Dylan McCann.
Options. Scrum.
And the option is for a scrum.
So tell
Just
me
over 3 minutes to go in this first half then. As I say,
yes, to stand.
Spain opened the scoring in the first 5 minutes of the game, and they've haven't really stopped. They've scored every 10 minutes since. 5th minute followed up in the 15th. The 3rd came in the 25th. And most recently, the 4th in the 35th.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Let's play.
We spoke a lot about the line-outs and the scrums from both teams.
Let's have arms length.
Spain and Hong Kong, China had a rocky start in terms of their line-out.
Step back, it's okay.
The scrums have been reset a fair amount of times. The difference being Spain got control of it quicker. But this is a solid base for Hong Kong, China to build something. And they've given away the penalty. They will be disappointed with that.
Your mark.
Plenty of smiles on the Spaniards' face. Muy bueno, they say. Marcel Savent once again will deliver a beautiful kick into touch. And just like that, it's Spain's turn to attack. That will be something for the coaches to look at. Spoke earlier in the Samoa-Kenya game. Kenya bringing in Coach Labib from the Stormers just to work on those skills. It was very evident in the game that they had improved. Up next for Kenya is this Spanish team. Here they come. That was delightful passing. How they've managed to bring this away, I don't know. Once again, De La Pisa on the left wing. Diving for it is the centre, Martin Suarez. Had he said that in the build-up there, received the ball at lightning pace.
Time off.
The game's been reffed very well so far. Been a few issues in the scrum.
Sylvain, you have anything on the last tackle? Anything on the last tackle?
Just checking the last tackle. The referees, they want to be sure.
Momentum, we play.
No problems.
Stand back on. Last movement. Just give them, take a step. It's okay, take a step so we can make it work. It works the last time, it worked the last time.
Still more sorting out to do with the scrum. Eating up a lot of time. The setup for scrummage. You hear the togetherness of Spain as they go into this scrum. Expect a big push from them. And there is the big push. They do concede the penalty.
9 behind the scrum.
Again, a little bit too keen to get things going. Camille Chung
Last movement.
needed to take the penalty from behind the scrum if they want to take it quickly. The clock. Welcome back. It's the final game of day one taking place between Spain and Hong Kong, China. The under-20s trophy. We've seen some great rugby today so far. In this game, it's mucho gusto para España. More of the same from them in the second half. As for Hong Kong, it's a bit of a mountain to climb, but they will absolutely believe that they can turn this one around. And they will have the kickoff. They made Spain wait just a few extra moments. I'm sure the coaches of both teams had plenty to say at half time.
Just keep them back, keep them back.
And every player can be proud of their performance so far. Second half back underway then. Spain in possession. I mentioned the opportunity for these players. Really is. With 218 championship players present in Japan. A further 83 had come through the ranks of the under-20 trophy. Perform well here. And the doors of opportunity will open. Hong Kong, China on the ball. Dominic Headley, 18-year-old, saw plenty of possession in the first half. That kick runs all the way through.
Options?
They do look to the boot more often than not, Hong Kong, China. We saw outside of the boot connections, grubbers, a lot in the first half. Do have plenty of invention. And a lot of it on the bench. Mentioned
you don't have
Adam
to lean in too
Baber
much.
and Joe Denmark.
Keep your space.
Can they be the difference makers in this one?
Crouch.
First opportunity for Spain to utilise their scrummage abilities.
So you lean in too much.
It will be reset again. Trademark of the first half. A reset at the scrum. Spain almost 70 kg heavier in their pack than Hong Kong. Taking that into account, they haven't done too badly, Hong Kong, but once again, Spain come away with it. And here's a standout performer from the first half, Marcel Savent. Oliver Pyle makes the tackle. Perez from the back of the ruck. Combination of Fitzhenry and McNutt halt the Spanish attack momentarily. Again, Jude Harding comes flying in to slow down the red shirts that at the moment are piling forward. Here's the try scorer, Alvaro Garcia, gaining almost 10 yards post-contact there. And there's a step through the lines from the centre, perfect delivery, and just like that, Spain grab another 3 minutes into the second half. And Gabriel Ricariez scores Spain's fifth and his first. It was created though by Daniel Catanzaro. Hit the line hard. Dodges the tackle of Marco Conti. And all Ricariez had to do was run it in style, and he absolutely did. Spain extend their lead 27 points to 0.
Okay. Blue 3.
And this one, a slightly easier kick for Savent. All four in the opening half hugged the touchline. I'm sure he's grateful for a little chip between the sticks. 29 points the difference. A perfect start to the second half for Spain. Lovely drop of the shoulder from Catanzaro.
Time off. Time off.
Carriers
Subs.
crosses the line.
Can we do them whilst the people are
Some
still
Spanish
counting?
flair. Hong Kong China's task just got a fair bit more difficult. They are more experienced in this competition though. I mentioned Spain only having one other appearance in 2016. Scored 134 points in the competition. Hong Kong scored 428. Looking to get the first of this one. Headley charges into the tackle. Keep it moving. Dylan McCann
Step back.
to the front row. David Bennett recycled again from Camille Chiang. So lively in that number 9 jersey for Hong Kong China. And that ferocity at which Spain attacked the counter-ruck in the first half. So far, Hong Kong China have managed to withstand it. And that's a beautiful backwards pass into Dylan McCann. Boron opts for the boot once again. Ball bounces just where the stadium shadow meets the pitch. Lost it in the sun, I think, a little bit. Bounced the ball, got the better of him initially, Dylan McCann, but he cleans up nicely.
Time off. 1 off and
We should see
1 and 13 off.
the first chance for Hong Kong
Spain 1
China
and 13.
to show that they can execute a line out to perfection and use it to actually build a platform where they can get the first points in this game.
Subs. Okay.
It's in the hands of Alvaro Garcia.
Time back on.
Played short this time. Here comes Spain.
Step.
Looking dangerous. Here's the substitute, Valentina Rizzo.
Step.
Another substitute bringing it from the back. Pela.
No, leave him.
The try scorer, Ibanez. Fair few arms wrapped around that ball. The referee's got a good view.
Stay.
In the end, it drops to the back of the ruck. And again, skipping through the challenges. Catanzaro for Spain. Into Ibanez again.
Jennifer, the tackle.
Going through the phases, Spain, and gaining yards
No.
with each one. The dummy pass buys himself some time and gives it to Antonio Suarez.
Time off.
Time will be called off for an injury. You can see it there on the 5-metre line, just in the middle of the park. We'll slow play down a bit. I'm sure Hong Kong China will be grateful for the respite.
Okay. Captain. Number 3 blue.
They do attack with intensity, Spain.
3 blue. So, at the last
Despite
play,
that only
you push the guy after the ball is gone.
appearing once in the tournament, they did finish second.
Yeah. After the last tackle.
Played for 1-3, lost 1. That is not a bad record.
Yes, at the last breakdown. Yeah. It's not. And captain.
Hong Kong China
Just get the
played
boys back, yeah?
24-1-2.
Breakdown. Yeah, get them back.
Lost
Get them back.
22.
Get them tight.
Said it in
We're
the
gonna
first
start
half
with the
though. Massive improvements across the board
Scrum.
from there.
To you guys. Yeah. Talk to you guys. They're a bit tight on the offsides. Offsides. They're too tight, too close. Push them back. Yeah. Time back on. Scrum to red. Scrum to red. Last possession.
Right now, though,
I
it's
think
this
they want
informed
to
Spanish
come
side
back
that lead.
come back.
And victories over Czechia and Belgium that got them to the final of the Rugby Europe Under-20 Championship.
It's okay. It's okay.
They defended their title against the Netherlands. It was a tighter game, that one. The Spaniards were victorious. 13-6 was the result. A bit more comfortable, this one. As we see there, Adam Baber making his way onto the pitch for Hong Kong China. As I said at the start, son of Adam, should I say, son of Gareth Baber. Hong Kong China with some defending to do. We've seen how dangerous the Spanish scrum can be. Here is the try scorer. Gives it to the substitute. And then they carry each other over the line. The ball's in the hands of Iago Fernandez.
We go back to the penalty over there. Penalty advantage for collapsing of the scrum. Blue.
There was a penalty advantage. Hit the line hard, Fernandez. Banez happy to oblige and give him the ball and then support his teammate. They'll have to do it again though, Hong Kong China.
Scrum? What are we doing?
Well, the referee assumed it was a scrum. It is a kick into touch. And that's the weapons that Spain do possess. Dangerous from the scrum. Equally, they've already scored from a driving maul from a similar position in the first half. Alvaro Garcia, the captain, has a try to his name doing just that.
We've got two receivers, let's move.
Expect more of the same. Pinheiro, Ibanez, both of those at the front of this maul. At the back, once again, Alvaro Garcia. Ball in hand. And there is the breakaway. The charge was led by Jacobo Ruiz. Hong Kong China player deemed to be in the way. Penalty try is awarded. In fact, no, it's not. Let's have another look at this. You can see the break up. Jacobo Ruiz doesn't have the ball in his hand. And that is obstruction. I saw a similar thing yesterday. I mentioned it earlier.
1 black, 9 and 10 red.
Between France and Ireland, they try a similar tactic. But unlike American football, you can't just put a block in.
You moved out and you were still in front of the booker.
Hong Kong China avoids slipping further behind.
2 red.
And Glenn Hui.
2 red. Sub. So who's captain now?
Makes his way onto the pitch. Sam Martin is the man leaving it. Now it's for Spain. Here comes Alvaro Viches.
Substitutions done. Just wait, time is off.
This is Rugby
Time is off.
out in the French second division at the moment. 19 years of age.
Time back on.
We'll get things back underway with the Hong Kong China line out. Juggled in the air
Not straight.
by Theo Mag.
Options.
Ruled in favour of Spain, the referee. Limited in their creativity today, Hong Kong China. Haven't quite managed to get things going. When they have, it's looked very promising. They can move the ball quickly. They've certainly got the tools. Dominic Headley, very strong ball carrier. Jules Boron certainly has the capacity to create from the boot. Credit where it's due.
Hold your weight.
Spain have nullified the Hong Kong China attack and delivered some ferocious attack of their own. And here they come again. Payat takes it into the 22. Catanzaro gets pinned down.
Let's do it again.
And it's spilled there. It was a good tackle actually from Oliver Pyle. Forces the mistake.
Yeah, we're inside. Catch! Back!
Adam Baber to feed the scrum. As Spain concede the free kick. They won't need to put it in. This is the man they'll look to, Jules Bourdon, to create something. Just to bring this game back alive. Spain, a little bit too comfortable at the moment. Haven't had to defend in their own third for a while. Valentino Rizzo. Look, to move it out wide. There's so much space out there for De La Pista. The pass didn't find him, but the overlap would have been so effective. He was in yards of space, and he certainly has the pace to escape the covering defenders. Job done for the day. Christian Moreno on the bench. One of the several Pozuelo rugby players I mentioned. Up goes Marco Conti. Now's an opportunity maybe for Hong Kong China to advance towards the Spanish 22. It's in the hands of Josh Eustace, holding on. They isolate the attacker so well, Spain. Over the top, immediately the first man there is Noah Canepa. And the ruck technique from him to try and rip the ball away is fantastic.
Time off, play man down.
There's a man down in the middle of the park for Hong Kong China. A small break in play. Maybe a bit of cramp for Marco Conti. He's one of the 23 who won the Under-19 Asia Rugby Championship for Hong Kong China.
Open up, that's not a meter, open.
Moving into the afternoon now. 53 minutes on the clock. The temperature hasn't really been a problem for any teams today. Kenny Murray brought up that his Scottish players might have an issue adapting to the temperature. And it's been a pretty manageable 23 degrees. The Spaniards have certainly had no issues dealing with the temperature.
Knock there, and a knock.
Hong Kong China having a little bit of issue. Keeping the ball in hand. It is a knock on from them. So saying about the temperature, still 30 degrees in Hong Kong.
3 red. Yeah.
Scorching hot.
Okay, come.
A little bit of confusion on who's staying on the pitch and who's going off. Won't let this result affect them too much. Hong Kong, China. Logan Aspen said they trained all week together in preparation and that they're in a really good place leading into this week and moving forwards. The youngest team in the group by a fair bit. Got plenty to learn. Plenty of talent in their ranks as well. And so have Spain. Iago Fernandez. Rizzo supported by Gonzalez. threading the ball out wide. Two players on the overlap in support if they can find him. Instead, they find Dylan McCann.
Stay.
Turnover ball.
Look advantage.
And that pass was knocked on. And just like that, Spain have it back again. Slightly wasteful from Hong Kong, China.
Leave it, Blue.
Inside the 22, well inside the 22 for Spain. Jacobo Ruiz, post-contact yards gained. A little twist from Pinheiro. Dab down. And Spain score again. The pattern continues more or less exactly 10 minutes after the first. Again, Hong Kong, China knock the ball on. Spain capitalise on the mistake. Rode the challenge. Did Ignacio Pinheiro. Beautiful pass actually from Ruiz.
I did not see it. It's offside. It's forward. Just hold it.
Perot instructed to hold off the conversion. Ruiz
You go to
spotted
score the
something
try?
here.
Yeah.
It is forward or not?
For me, I was unsighted. Are you happy with try?
The pass is for your side. It's forward or not?
The last one
Yes,
from here, it was this side. Was it forward or not? Happy or not?
Yeah, I'm not happy.
Okay, that's fine. No try? No try? Forward pass?
The assistant referee has spotted a forward pass in the build-up. It was the pass. Jacobo Ruiz, as he goes down,
Just hold it. 3 black.
just manages to flick it on. Is it forward? Well, Ignacio Pinheiro is at best flat with the forward. Well, if you're a Spanish fan, it was probably flat. If you're a Hong Kong China fan, it was absolutely forward.
Crouch. Back. Set.
Spain concede the penalty.
Numbers. Lucid.
Good bit of distance on that kick. 56 minutes on the clock. Still without a score, Hong Kong, China. Not for lack of trying. You have to praise the Spanish defence. Jude Hardin
No, go back.
with an opportunity to get his side moving forward, which they do so. Oliver Pyle.
No hands. Red. Leave it, red.
Eyeing up a kick again.
No, stay
Jules
forward.
Boron. I'd like to see Hong Kong China keep the ball in hand and try and work it forward. They certainly have the strength in the forward pack. Here is the winger. Now that is good strength from Josh Eustace. 2 Spanish players bounces off him. Dominic Headley, one of the strongest ball carriers on the field. Dropped into a grubber. The ball got through the gap.
Stay.
The on-running players did not. Boron. Left-footed punt. Caught over his head. And Gabriel Racaries will chip it over the top. And Dylan McCann will return the favour. And this time it does find touch. A little bit of a kicking battle going on in the last few minutes.
Time off.
Certainly in the second half,
Red.
the Hong Kong China set piece has improved.
Just hold the tongue still off. Yeah.
Diego
Is he able to
Gonzalez
continue?
with the ball, ready for a Spanish lineup. 10 meters or so into opposition territory. They've got the time to discuss what they want to do with this, and we've seen that they can be dangerous if they elect to go with a maul. Chances are, though, they'll look to spread the play. Their wingers are very, very quick.
Time back on.
Gonzalez to put it in. Collected. There is a hand in there. It is a maul. You see Theo Mag pushing with all his might to stop the Spaniards advancing. They bring it up. Iago Fernandez switching the play now to the left wing, and this time the pass finds its mark. De La Pisa in the 14 jersey wrapped up, and the turnover is good. They win the penalty in the end. He was held on to. Joe Denmark absolutely won the ball.
More.
You see him there. 2 hands wrapped around it. Catanzaro, not much he could have done. Doesn't get too much distance on it. Jules ball on. What can they do from this? That is much better. Tyler McNutt rises high. Composed, and again to the boot. Jules Boron goes. Collected in the air, under pressure from Gabriel Ricariez. He's had a really good game at the back for Spain. He's under mountains of pressure. Kick goes up from Alvaro Viges. The kick chase was effective and picked up Iago Fernandez. That is what you want from a box kick. Into the 22 they go. Support on the outside from Ricariez. Beats one challenge. How has he found a gap there? He saw space where not many other players would have.
Time off. Time off. Time off.
Threads the needle. Ball in hand.
Okay. I saw a late hit, but then I didn't see the finish as I was chasing on the ball. Did you see anything else?
Yes, I've seen a lifting tackle by 2 blue. The player has landed on
Might
his
see the
back.
second try ruled
So
out
I'm going to
though.
go yellow card.
Yes.
Captain!
It would be a yellow
Captain?
card if it is a lifting tackle.
Captain and 2 blue.
We'll wait to see what the referee says.
So, the last tackle, late and over the horizontal. We're going to go yellow card. Player landed on the back, so he's fortunate. Let's go.
Jude Harden it is, the man who's taken the line out for Hong Kong, China today.
Stand back on.
You can see the frustration.
So, okay, for me, I just saw the
You see a replay here.
Yeah.
First
Yeah,
that step.
We spoke. Yeah.
Great handling. 2 spins back to back. And gets through a gap. It was about the exact right size. There's 1, beats Fitzhenry. There's 2, beats Theo Mag. And sneaks through the gap. It's a great try. Chance for the extras. And he gets them. Not the easiest of kicks. Here it is once again. You can watch that all day. Like a ballet dance over the line. Pirouette, pirouette. And a swan dive to finish. Spain lead 36 points to 0. And for the next 10, they have a man advantage. It's difficult enough to defend against the boys in red when you have even numbers. Hong Kong China will have to do it with 14. Diego Gonzalez. Max Recalde with a challenge out wide to Canepa. Tackled by his opposite number, Josh Eustace. Great tackle from Eustace. Still in possession though is Spain. Work it out wide nicely once again. A 1-2 between Canepa and Pinheiro.
Not advantage being played.
In the end, the ball is turned over by Hong Kong China. And they go to the boot of Boron to help them escape and clear it away. Damage limitation perhaps for Hong Kong China. They'll hope to get on the score sheet. But right now, those boys in red are on a high.
Time off.
Certainly know how to win a tournament. Spain, back-to-back winners of the European Under-20 Championship
It's the second time now.
for the last 2 years. The head coach,
Time back on.
Raul Perez, should I say, was the former director of performance at Spain Rugby, now head coach of the Under-20s.
Quebec.
The performance so far, exceptional. Ball in the hands of Diego Gonzalez. Marching in to the Hong Kong China 22. Alvaro Vichez pinches it. Zigzags his way forward. That was a great pass. Here comes Spain. Pela within 5 meters. Can they work it wide? Absolutely they can. Once again, De La Pisa in the 14 jersey on the wing. Scuttles his way through to score. The passing so intricate in the build-up. From the back of the ruck. Draws in the defenders. Still had a lot to do, De La Pisa, when he picked up the ball. Leaves Dylan McCann in the dust. Spain extend their lead. 64 minutes gone. Slightly easier time in terms of converting the tries for Catanzaro since Marcel Savent made his way off the pitch. Daniel Catanzaro adds the extras. Spain extend their lead. 43 points to 0. Comprehensive victory in this one. Pinpoint passing, miraculous pace, and really clinical finishing. The thing that'll impress the coaches and the fans is the diversity of tries they've scored. They've scored from open play, they've scored from driving mauls. The scrums have been exceptional. And they've scored plenty of tries. Hong Kong China still looking for their first. The difference makers are off the bench now.
Knocked by blue.
15 minutes to go. So difficult when you are a man down. Jude Harding picking up that yellow card for the tip tackle. It's Still 4 or so minutes to go. Day one might be coming to a close, but don't forget, there's plenty more rugby in the Under-20s trophy. Thursday, July the 20th is the next match day. This Spanish side will take on the hosts Kenya, Hong Kong, China. Have a small matter of taking on Manu Samoa. Here comes Spain once again. Gabriel Rocariez and Eloy De La Pisa combining so well on the left wing. Rocariez actually operating almost as the furthest man wide for most of the game. That's where his try came from as well. Talked about the try sources for this Spanish side. The variety of numbers on the score sheet as well. Forwards and backs both contributing to this 43-point lead. So pleasing for the coaches. Adam Baber to put the ball in, and there is the strength of the Spanish scrum. Picked up from the base. Pinheiro, a rare mistake from him, gives the ball to Joe Denmark. They have men over on this left wing. Elects to go inside Dylan McCann. Chopped down when he does so. Big hit in there as well from Valentino Rizzo. Hong Kong, China are awarded the penalty. They do have that spark in them. When they get going, Hong Kong, China, they look like they can string passes together as well as anyone. It's just too deep for them, really. Buron really needs to use that boot of his to get them as close to the 22 as possible. That'll do. TK Yamauchi turns over possession to Spain. A line out, an area of issue for Hong Kong, China today. Not so much for Spain in the second half. Here's the caterpillar. Expect distance and height. Certainly has the height. And this ball will be contested. The winner of the contest, Max Strakeld. A little bit rattled there. Shake of the head. Long mullet on him. Conversations taking place between
Nick, do you have a number?
Referee and the assistant referee, and it is the assistant referee who spotted something.
Okay, I also had number 6. Number 6. Yeah. Okay. High tackle by number 6 directly to the neck. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go mitigation.
Sylvain Mane
is dropping,
is the
so
man
you go yellow. Yeah. Captain
who spotted the infringement.
Captain and
We're
number
going to
7,
see another yellow card.
Captain number 6. Okay, Captain, you have to go out because there was a high tackle by you directly to the neck. Yeah? And it's going to be a yellow card for you. Mitigating factor was the fact that he was dropping.
Well, Precious Pazani, the referee there, explaining why Ignacio Pinheiro is being sent off. Didn't quite understand why. The tackle around the neck was the reasoning. It is a shame. He did score the opening try of the game. He actually scored another one that was ruled out. Well spotted forward pass by the officials. And this is the kind of area that Hong Kong China have been waiting for. The offload, time to perfection. It's over the line, but is it down? The Spaniards celebrate the tackle far more than Tamayuchi.
Into the 5. Not
He's
5.
celebrating a try.
Get 10. Stairs. Yeah.
That was a spectacular challenge.
Didn't go 5. Stop you from going 5. You caught
Bit
it
of
number 5.
invention
Go.
in the 22 of Spain by Hong Kong China. And as I say, when they get going, they look very dangerous. They almost burst into life, the boys in blue.
Open. Open red.
14 apiece at the moment.
Open up red.
And as I say that, Hong Kong China return to a full contingent. So for the last 10 minutes of the game,
Time
they
off.
will have a man advantage. Now is the
Yeah, you
time for them to capitalise and score their first
What's wrong?
points
What's wrong?
of the under-20 trophy.
Time back on. Let's play.
The first ever victory in the tournament came after 11 matches, and it was a 44-40 win over Zimbabwe. This Spanish side is a talented side, and Hong Kong China has given it to Joe Denmark on the right wing, and Spain win back possession by Eloy de la Pisa, one of the top performers for the Spaniards today. Take your pick
Open.
of man of the match. Pinheiro certainly would have been up there. I think the yellow card he received
Okay.
makes the decision a little
off.
bit easier. As I say, Gabriel Ricardez, another man, exceptional. De La Pisa, of course. Jacobo Ruiz, number 3, another man
It's okay.
who's played a great game of rugby today. Their next game will be against Kenya, and then a big one to finish things up against Samoa. Doesn't get any easier for Spain. TK Yamauchi into the middle.
Stay.
Tyler McNutt composed in bringing it down, but
Is
that
it blue
maul
going backwards?
is being driven backwards by Spain. Clear difference in the two packs. Mention how much heavier Spain actually are. Only 70 kg heavier right now in the forward pack. Chopped at the knees there. Great tackle. You can see how much intensity Spain play with. "72 minutes gone. Right now, Spain are playing with 14. You wouldn't know it at the moment, but there is a mistake from the line-out. Yamauchi collecting the ball, giving it to Jules Boron, and he lofts a kick forwards. How often have we seen that today? Nice and low, that tackle. Good technique.
Anything on that last tackle?
Catanzaro
Did you use arms?
is the latest man
12?
to be tackled. It's good work actually from Hong Kong, China. But they've left space on the left wing, and this is where Spain are dangerous. Ricardez with ball in hand. Few players in blue will have nightmares about that tonight. Pass off the ground from Diego Gonzalez. A yard short now, Spain. This could be it. It is it. Martin Peña adds his name to the score sheet. So fluid in their play. Passing as crisp as the Spanish football team. Off the ground there. That was what really got them over the line. Short ball, flat. Hits the line, Martin Peña. There was no stopping him. 199 centimetres tall, Martin Peña. A giant of a man. And when nearly 200 centimetres and 102 kg hit a line like that, there's not much you can do about it. The chance to break 50, denied by the post. Peart was the man who kicked from the tee, off the upright though, and the score remains 48-0. There it is, look at that, just creeps inside Peña. Diagonal run, and then charges over the whitewash. It's been a brilliant performance across the board from Spain.
Just move away. Red, let's go.
They scored that try. A man down. And watch a replay here of the restart.
Going directly for the man, no ball.
And here's Martin Peña, who is brought down.
No attempt to
He's
play,
got eyes on the ball.
play the ball. I'm happy with yellow card.
The tackling player
Number
didn't,
6.
and it will be a yellow card for Tyler McNutt. Once he makes his way over, the referee happy to be patient. Not sure Tyler McNutt is actually aware yet that the referee wants
Sorry,
a
sir.
chat.
Can I just finish? Yeah, he's gonna get out anyway. Okay. For the hit, very reckless and not intentional to play a man with the ball.
Well, you can't escape the yellow card. You can have the chat in the sin bin now. Hong Kong, China will finish the game with 14. Spain equally so, down to 14. Their job is already done. 5 minutes to go. I mentioned in the Samoa-Kenya game how much a late try for Kenya would just build confidence, even if it didn't get them back into the game. They followed up with 2 tries in the last 3 minutes, and if Hong Kong, China can score in the last 5 minutes of this one, it will give them confidence that they can get the ball over the line in their next game when they play Samoa. Joe Denmark, who's been lively on the wing since he's come onto the field. Equally, Oliver Pyle has put in a performance in the centre. Yamauchi, another blue jersey that's been all over the park since entering the field of play. Thumped into the air, not too much distance. Clears his line, Dylan McCann. Smiles on the Spanish bench. Who can blame them? 4 minutes to go. Seems a long, long time ago that Spain opened the scoring in the 5th minute. Ignacio Pinheiro, the man who got it over the line for Spain's first score of the tournament. Since then, he's been sin-binned and a whole lot in between. Good performance from him overall. Another forward, Alvaro Garcia, picked up the second try just 10 minutes later. Ibanez, 10 minutes after that. And finally a back. De La Pisa finished off the first half with Spain's 4th try. And immediately, as the second half got underway, another back. Gabriel Lecariez, who's been the star man, certainly in this second half. Back-to-back tries for him. De La Pisa scored another. And the latest of the Spanish onslaught, Martin Peña. Tough few days for the coaching staff of Hong Kong,
Stand
China,
back one.
but the positive signs are absolutely there. Just need to tidy up the set piece.
Options.
Logan Aspen spent 7 years coaching in New Zealand at
What would you
Hamilton
like?
Boys High School.
Line out. Same
He
mark.
won the title 5 out of 6 of those years. Certainly no stranger
Line out.
to winning.
Same mark.
Also here, he was a keen surfer. I'm sure you wouldn't mind catching some waves to relax after this, because it has been an intense affair.
Let's go. Get there. Get there.
Unfortunately, from his point of view, it's the Spaniards who've brung the intensity. A score, though, would mean a lot for Hong Kong, China in this one. Billy Rugby hacked down, launched away by Boron. Is there one more piece of Spanish magic from deep? That's a superb kick. There's your answer. The quality hasn't dropped off for Spain at all. 50-22 there, putting them in such a dangerous position to break that 50-point mark. The substitutes have arguably improved the side, let alone keep the standard the same.
No, don't.
And look at that,
Advantage.
pumping those legs forward now, Spain.
No part of it. Do you have a number for me, Silva?
Deep into the 22. And that pass slightly wayward though. They'll have to make their way back in.
Number 18, thank you.
Almost made it look easy there. Out. Head down. And drive is the remit from the Spaniards. Jamie Borondo. Into the hands of Ibanez.
We go back for advantage there.
Advantage was being played. Played it quite
Number
safe
18.
actually, Spain.
19.
Penalty's in a good position though.
Number 19. Collapsing.
Just over a minute until the clock goes red. They've taken it quickly. Can they put the cherry on the top? Yes, they can. They stayed switch on. Alvaro Vichez takes the penalty quickly. Catches Hong Kong, China off guard. And they do break the 50 mark, Spain. A comprehensive performance across the board. You see it there. The only man alive to it really for Hong Kong, China. TK Yamauchi. In 1v1, when Vichez is moving that quickly, there's only one result. They haven't been 100% perfect off the tee, Spain, today, but they haven't had to be. The margin has been comfortable. Bow, Peart, just having to adjust. The clock is now in the red. They topped it off with a try. Will it be a converted try? No, it won't be. But they will not worry about that one bit. The final whistle goes. As I say, comprehensive from Spain. Points coming from all across the park. The forwards got in on the tries. And then subsequently the backs joined them. Tough day at the office for Hong Kong, China. Didn't manage to get on the scoreboard. The set play did let them down just a little bit in the first half, and in the end the margin was too great and the Spanish side too effective. The positive signs are there though for Hong Kong, China. The final score, Spain 53, Hong Kong, China 0. That will draw to a close the opening day of the Under-20 trophy. Just a reminder of those scores as well. The opening game, Scotland beating Zimbabwe 64-33. The hosts then, Kenya, losing to Samoa 34 points to 25. And a late winner meant that Uruguay beat the USA 33 points to 31. Match day 2, Thursday, July the 20th. Samoa play Hong Kong. Uruguay take on Zimbabwe. Scotland, USA, and Spain will play the hosts Kenya. See you then.